Again, exceptions are part of a function's API, and more broadly they are part of certain protocols. For example, objects which implement the sequence protocol should raise an index error exception for indices which are out of range. The exceptions which are raised are as much a part of a function's specification as the arguments it accepts, and as such must be implemented and documented appropriately. There are a handful of common exception types in Python, and usually when you need to raise an exception in your own code, one of the built-in types is a good choice. Much more rarely, you'll need to define new exception types, but we don't cover that in this course. Often if you're deciding what exceptions your code should raise, you should look for similar cases in existing code. The more your code follows existing patterns, the easier it will be for people to integrate and understand. For example, suppose you are writing a key-value database. It would be natural to use key error to indicate a request for a non-existent key because this is how dictionary works. That is, mapping in Python follows certain patterns, and exceptions are part of that pattern. Let's look at a few common exception types. Index error is raised when an integer index is out of range. You can see this when you index past the end of a list. Value error is raised when an object is of the right type but contains an inappropriate value. We've seen that already when trying to construct an int from a non-numeric string. Key error is raised when a lookup in a mapping fails. You can see that here when we look up a non-existent key in a dictionary.